when NWA got inducted, Gene Simmons, he threw some crap at him, basically saying they didn't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You guys were the first from the hip-hop genre to be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Did you guys receive any type of bullshit like that?
Yeah, actually, Gene Simmons said something similar after we were inducted as well. And, with regards to, his comment, first of all, his group KISS, I'm not, an authority on rock and roll, but I do know that it wasn't created by Caucasian people. So with regards to his comment, about what is, what should be deemed worthy of being, or who should be deemed worthy of recognition from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, somebody else created rock and roll, and then somebody told him what rock and roll was. And so he, with regards to the way that KISS was promoted and how they came to stardom or whatever, at the end of the day, that was the machine's doing. You know what I mean? Whoever the machine deems should be a star will be a star. And so without the machine, it's not as though, KISS made great music. I mean, who gave a shit about a group full of singing vampires? Really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were a gimmick. They were a novelty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the reason why.
They were the first ICP, pretty much.
Yes, they were yes, exactly. So they were the first of their type. They were a novelty act, a group of singing vampires who did rock music. And so they created a lane. The machine created a lane for them. So their success was guaranteed because the machine had their backing. We created what we did from nothing. We didn't. There was no internet. There was no MTV. All right. There was no BET. There was no fanfare or anything. It was word of mouth as far as marketing, word of mouth and handing out paper flyers at the local high schools. Speakers, turntables, and microphones. That's it. That's all we had. Nothing else.
Yeah.
That's it. So, and that is what became today this multi-billion-dollar industry. So the group KISS are beneficiaries of the work that people put in long before them. What we did, we didn't create it from scratch because there were other legendary artists that paved the way, that planted the seed in us before us, like Pigmeat Markham. He made Here Comes the Judge. My man Gil Scott-Heron, In the Bottle, you know what I mean, The Last Poets, shouts to Abi O'Doon, you know what I mean, Lightning Rod, Hustlers Convention and all of that, my man Blowfly, all of those people paved the way for us and planted the seed for us to revisit what they did, whether we heard it or not, because it's not about, because influence doesn't necessarily have to be direct. That's why the phrase, there's nothing new under the sun, should be applied in every aspect of our lives, because every time we think that we done stumbled on some new shit, we find out later that it's not new. It's remixed.